Okay, so today we're making the salmon and bulgur wheat, as well as some prawns. For the salmon, I'm making a salsa, which I posted previously, like about a week and a half ago, that I did on Instagram. And it just is made of like onions, tomatoes, parsley, and salt and black pepper, I think, and a bit of pepper paste, and I'll run it through it with you guys. I've chopped up about 2 tomatoes I'm going to add, and I'm just chopping up some parsley. That's just going to go into that as well. So it was red onions. These are the fresh ingredients. Red onions, fresh tomatoes, and some parsley. And then I'm going to add a bit of this pepper paste. It's Turkish. You can find this in most Turkish or European supermarkets. About a tablespoon of that. Just it comes out.
Doesn't want to come off.
Also some extra virgin olive oil. Just about this much. Juice of like, oh, I got a pip in there. It's okay. Juice of half of a lemon. I've got another pip in there, but it's okay. So just get as much juice as you can. Usually would use a juicer, but we don't have one at the moment. We're going to add some black pepper. And some sea salt.
Blocks.
Oh. That's okay. That's okay, guys. It's okay, we can do this. So this is usually a pestle and mortar, but instead of just transferring all this, you can just do it in here. You just mix everything together. This kind of blends it itself. You can put this in your blender, but this is like more of a rustic way of doing things. Give it a quick stir. Oh, this is really juicy. Now take this, and we're going to put it in on our salmon.
There we go. This is the best angle. Is that it?
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah. So easy as salmon.
I thought it was going to take us half an hour. This took us 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is the first part, by the way.
Oh.
We've got the bulgur wheat to do.
Ah.
I feel like you could do with a tiny bit of garlic, and this actually does taste really yummy. And lastly, sesame seed always tastes good with salmon. So this is going to go in the oven for about 22 minutes at 180 degrees. And the reason why is it just cooks at the most perfect temperature. In between, at the 10-minute mark, we're going to add these because we really fancy some shrimp. These are going to go in for 12 minutes in total. So this is going to be 22 minutes. Midway, you add these, and then you cook it through right till the end. Now these we're not going to season too much. We're just going to put salt and black pepper on it, and it's going to be good to eat because there's going to be so much juice around here. So next we've got bulgur wheat. Now bulgur wheat is usually off Turkish cuisine, and we're using a brown bulgur, and we're going to cook it today, and I'm going to run through how I make bulgur wheat my style. You're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil, which I'm going to add. It's going to splatter a bit. So the reason why I had garlic first is because though it burns quicker, it really flavors everything. And then add some red onion, which I love. Oh, it's not as finely chopped as it could have been. Because we're just at home and it's just the two of us and I'm not serving it to anyone fancy, I'm just like leaving everything quite roughly chopped. That makes sense. Now make sure that at this point your bulgur is already soaked, so ensure that do you know how we showed you the initial bulgur here? Ensure that this has been soaked for about a few hours in advance. That would really help the cooking process and make it a lot more quicker. So I'm going to add some cumin. Coriander. Black pepper. Literally the tiniest bit of curry powder. A bit of pepper flakes. A touch of salt because remember everything else has a bit more salt in it. Make sure all this is just like mixed well and allow the spices to slightly roast on the pan or like cook, and that gives it a bit more of a roasted smoky flavour. So I've got a can of blended tomatoes and paprika, so it's chopped tomatoes, just a can of regular chopped tomatoes. You blend it up, add a tablespoon of your paprika pepper paste and a pepper, and you blend all that together in your blender and you just add it like so, and that just makes your bulgur wheat less, what's the word, choppy and chunky. So just let the tomatoes cook in this for a bit.
No.
So I've always known it as bulgur wheat, and when we got married, your mom said bulgur, and I was like, what is she talking about? Because in Bengali, bulgur is very close to bogol, which means armpit.
Bulgur.
You can drain this, but I'm just taking it like this and draining it myself as I'm going along. I made too much sauce, so I have to bulk it up. So I've added some spelt in here, spelt grains, which is really yummy. And then you're going to sprinkle in some stock. So this is a mushroom organic stock cube that we're using. And it's just going to add flavour. Ramp up the heat, mix it in. So at the end, hopefully you just mix it in with a few sprigs of coriander and parsley, and just makes the taste a lot more fresher. Now this is a bit more saucier than the average bulgur wheat, but we prefer it a bit more saucier. Yeah, so this just gives it a lot more flavour, and even though it looks a bit like quite, what's the word, saturated in the sauce, it tastes really good. Oh wait, I'm fasting. It will be tasting very good.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, this is your bulgur done. We'll show you the fish in a minute. Salmon's out of the oven and it's super flavoursome. And you've also got your prawns here. Now we're going to serve that up in a plate and it's just going to taste so good. So you've got your salmon, your prawns, your bulgur or bulgur wheat, and it's all cooked and ready for iftar.